I've been waiting to make this particular video and use that title that you see for a long time. And Nintendo, just get this out of the way, has not officially announced the Nintendo Switch 2 reveal this week. However, that announcement is forthcoming. It's going to be happening pretty quick this week. But we have enough reliable people. And when I say reliable people, I don't just mean like Nate the Hate, who started it off today, but we're talking about actual journalists all corroborating all of this, and my own source as well. The Nintendo Switch 2 will be revealed this week, and it will be revealed the same day Donkey Kong is coming out. Thursday, January 16th. Now, we have a few potential scant details about that reveal and some games and stuff leaked out by Nate the Hate that we're going to talk about. But I've been waiting to make this particular video, this one, the week of, for years, right? I've been wanting an upgraded Switch, a more powerful Switch, pretty much the entire generation. Really, once we got to about 2019, I was getting kind of ready for something that was at least a little bit more powerful, like a new 3DS situation. But as we know, COVID happened, and any plans that may or may not have existed for Nintendo Switch Pro were pretty much thrown in the trash. They just released a mid-gen refresh in the Nintendo Switch OLED that had a few quality of life improvements along with that OLED screen, but in the end was still just as powerful as the Switch was before it. So I've been waiting a long time. And then the Switch 2 rumors really started stirring up in 2022 after the NVIDIA leak and the T239. And fast forward, and all the videos I've made have come down to this week. And yes, this is still a leak video since Nintendo didn't officially announce it. But that official announcement's coming. So you're going to kind of see me get emotional two ways. Today, I'm emotional because I actually knew it was going to be revealed this Thursday. We'll get into that later after I go through the report. But beyond that, I'm also going to be emotional in a second video because it's one thing to know and be told and have your sources and have other people corroborate. It's another when we see the actual tweet from Nintendo. It's going to be an emotional time. And you guys know we'll be live reacting to it as well. Without further ado, though, let's head on over to Eurogamer, because Eurogamer is the place to be. Eurogamer right now, this is just an ad that's black, so it's blank here. We go down. It says, Nintendo Switch 2 reveal imminent, report suggests. First look reportedly focused on hardware rather than game lineup. There will be games, but we'll get into that in a bit. Nintendo is expected to finally unveil Switch 2 in just a matter of days. Industry whispers Eurogamer has heard over the past week have coalesced around a reveal this Thursday, January 16th, with a focus on the much-leaked console itself rather than a deep dive into the software lineup. Today, these whispers were first mentioned publicly by the Nate the Hate podcast. Yes, folks, the podcast I told you to pay attention to in the last video, which previously leaked Microsoft's multi-platform publishing plans. Writing on social media, The Verge's Tom Warren confirmed he understood Nintendo's plan to reveal Switch 2 this week. While Nintendo has yet to announce anything, and announcement plans are always subject to change, the growing sense that this week is finally the week we officially see Switch 2 for the first time with what Eurogamer had previously heard of Nintendo's announcement timing. Eurogamer has tracked the Switch 2's road to release over the past few years, exclusive report on the system's capabilities, and has been demoed to developers around Gamescom. We believed in early 2025 a reveal was imminent as Nintendo sought to ring one last Christmas for Switch 1, but faced a ticking clock for when it would reveal the console's successor before its own self-imposed March 31st deadline amidst a growing ocean of leaks. Nintendo's reveal of Switch 2 hardware when it comes will finally put paid to speculation around the console's form factor before an expected full reveal of the launch lineup at a later date, it's believed. As for the console's actual launch, Eurogamer previously reported Switch 2 will not arrive before April, following earlier plans that saw its arrival pushed to 2025 to ensure it arrived with the strongest launch lineup possible. An announcement this week also fits neatly after last week's industry focus of the CES trade show and a week clear of Microsoft's Xbox Developer Direct on the 23rd. Oh, dude. There's actually more. There's even more. We're going to get into the Nate the Hate stuff and the games he revealed and everything. But what I want to first talk about here, now that this is out there, is yes, I had a source, multiple sources on it being this week, and one source on it being actually the 16th. One of those sources on it being this week was one that you see me kind of reference here or there, like, a friend. A friend of me did tell that it would be next week, but it wasn't my source. Couldn't vet. They asked me not to say anything, and so I didn't. The other source was my own internal one. And the thing is, I found out about the exact date towards the end of last week, and then they reconfirmed it with me yesterday. And I asked them, hey, can I put this out there? And my source just said, I think others are going to put it out there. You should wait for that. And so I did wait, and sure enough, they did. So I'm really happy that this is this week. I've been waiting for this for so long. And I know a teaser trailer, with it being hardware focused, is maybe not what a lot of us want, especially with all the leaks. If all the leaks are true, then what we really want to see are software. And we will. I want to be clear. Nintendo's not revealing a piece of hardware without some software shown, either on the TV or on the screen. There will be software shown. If you think back to the Nintendo Switch reveal, Nintendo considered the Switch reveal to be a hardware-focused reveal. And think about all the games we saw in there. They were showing off tabletop mode. We saw NBA 2K. They were showing off dot mode going to handheld. They were showing off Breath of the Wild. And they eventually did the same thing with Mario Odyssey. And they were showing off the two Joy-Cons and doing things with the HD Rumble. They were showing off 1-2 Switch. They were showing off, hey, you can play this on a plane with Skyrim. So I expect there to be games shown and teased in the trailer. Andy Robinson put out there the other day that he also thought it would be like a hardware teaser trailer with a bigger blowout later. So it seems like they're just kind of repeating the Switch. And the Switch's trailer was over 5 minutes. So an over 5 minute look at Nintendo Switch 2 is going to be pretty in-depth, and we are going to see games. I'll give you an example. Let's say one of the features of Switch 2 is not just backwards compatibility, as Nintendo said, but what if it's 4K upscaling of backwards compatibility? What if it's 30 to 60 FPS boost for backwards compatibility? They're going to have to show games doing that, right? So again, there are going to be games shown. The amount of games, I don't know, not nearly as much of each game. You know, you're only going to see seconds of games that will be obviously in a bigger blowout later. Like, we could potentially have the new 3D Mario tease this week, or a new Mario Kart tease, or a new this, or a new that, but it's all just going to be small little teases with the big blowout coming later. If I had to guess, that big blowout, probably in February. That's speculation on my part. I don't actually know when that blowout is, but I do suspect that they'll announce something about it at the February 4th investors meeting about when that event's going to be. And will it be an in-person event like last time? Possibly. Now, I have some notes over here from the Nate the Hate podcast, because he revealed some games coming. No, he didn't really reveal any first-party games, which is kind of cool. First-party Nintendo games have not really been able to leak out, but on his podcast, he did mention some third-party ones. Now, I know some third-party ones as well. I still don't have permission to say them, and none of them are on this list. So let's just say third parties are heavily supporting Nintendo Switch 2. But let's go into some of the games that he did reveal. So he said that Assassin's Creed Mirage is going to be in the launch window of Switch 2, which is not the Assassin's Creed we care about, but he did give news on that. Assassin's Creed Shadows is apparently being ported to Nintendo Switch 2. It's just not going to be ready for like the launch window, but it is going to be coming. So I suspect if it's launching first half of this year, if launch window, a lot of us consider it to be 3 months, then maybe it comes out this holiday, or maybe it comes out early 2026. Either way, they do have a team working on an Assassin's Creed Shadows port. It's just still in development. It's not something that feels like it's imminent, right? Not like Assassin's Creed Mirage, which they have ready to go. Now, he goes into some Ubisoft games, right? So he says about half a dozen Ubisoft games are going to be coming, and that was one of them, Mirage. Something from The Division, whether it's Division or Division 2, either way, something from The Division's on its way, Rainbow Six Siege, and he said he's even heard some whispers of a possible Mario and Rabbids collection, which to me makes the most sense out of all of this, because again, those games were on Switch. The second one didn't sell as well. Bundle them together, offer some graphical upgrades, some frame rate increases, and maybe you can end up hitting on a new crowd who never played the second one, since the second one didn't sell as well, who never played them at all, but were willing to buy both of them for like $60, right? Now, this other one that he heard about and he put out there is, he said Metal Gear Solid Delta is going to be coming to Switch 2. That game's not out on any platform yet, so that's a fun one to have out there. And he kind of left it at that. He didn't dive into a whole bunch of other stuff. He speculates on other companies like Remedy and Alan Wake 2 and other games he wants to come over or see as possible to come over, but none of them are like direct sources. So you can go ahead and watch the rest of the Nate the Hate podcast if you like. We'll have that link down below. We'll have a link to the Eurogamer article as well. So I just want to put out there that they do speculate on a lot of other things. It is a podcast after all. We speculate on things every single podcast as well. But I'm so relieved. Just the other relief I have is when you are told a day and then somebody else comes to you, a friend, and tells you the week, and that week lines up with the day you're told, you start to go a little crazy because no one else is talking about it. There wasn't any other insiders, any other YouTubers, anyone saying anything for sure about next week. Nintendo was the only one who put out a very cryptic hint at next week, but even then, that cryptic hint required interpretation that it meant next week, that it meant possibly the same day as DK. And when he put up that tweet, I'm like, so I'm just going to sit back and say, it's go time. We're here. We've been waiting. We've been waiting oh so long. Let's fucking go, baby. I am Nathaniel Rovajance from Nintendo Prime. You guys know, you want the big reaction for me? Tune into tonight's live stream because I'm containing some of my hype right now until tonight. So you're not gonna want to miss tonight's stream. It's gonna be wild. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.